one. That's the Palantines with Take It Back.
You got it.
Death from Below album.
I love that album, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty rocking.
Yeah, man, just good punk rock. Keep it like, there's no 5-minute ballads on there. That's good.
Yes, yes.
Check them out on Facebook. Palatines, awesome band from Texas.
Hey, real quick, Brandon, do you need to go? I heard a phone ring.
I don't think so.
I thought I heard a phone.
I I don't know.
I didn't know maybe it was Trump calling you for the space program.
The space program?
Yeah, the space. They're starting a space force.
Really?
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
No, I'm the guy I rip the kids away from their parents.
I knew it.
I'm the kid ripper. They call me the kid ripper. I take all the kids, put them in a brown potato sack, keep them away from their parents. Jesus.
Yeah, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yeah, we've been canceled.
Yeah, we canceled ourselves. No, it's been a great week. It's been a great weekend.
Yes, the crazy man, how the page has taken off.
Yes. I tell you what, Brandon, you give a little story that I'm going to put in my 2 cents on it.
That's my 2 cents. But anyway, this past Saturday, which a lot of kids grew up in the heyday of the WWE, then the WWF. I think that was the big explosion of the 80s with Hogan, and I think one of the biggest names was the Ultimate Warrior, and he was born where we're from, and he's always been kind of a legend, almost like a mythical figure to most of us that live there, and posted a pretty lengthy thing on him, and it absolutely just exploded. It is sitting right now at 364 shares, and it has reached 34,197 people.
Man, that's great. Like that's seriously. Before the show, we were kind of talking, and it's crazy how something. I mean, that was viral, without a doubt. That was something viral for us.
It's the first time ever anything have got viral, and I didn't have to go to the doctor.
No, you might need to call Isaac Haas for that.
Yes.
No, I just want to say on the air, I want to give you a big props, Brandon. The stuff Brandon does all of the This Day in Sports stuff, without a doubt. This page would not be without the stuff he posts. So on that note, thank you, Brandon, for getting that to go viral. That's great stuff. And obviously, it's getting appreciated.
No, it's our page, man, and I appreciate it, but sometimes you don't know. You might get flack for certain things because there's a lot of people that don't, and we talked about this, that would recognize something like that as even a sport. And I said we post on This Day in Sports history is Boston Marathon to WrestleMania. It's sports history. It's sports entertainment history.
It's great stuff is what it is. And obviously this weekend, man, it went off.
When I got up, before I posted the kind of tribute to the Warrior, I think we were at like 306 followers. And I think now we're sitting at, it's just a shade under 400. And I'm not going to say it's all that because
it is. I'll say it.
I think, but then the next day, like we were talking, the NBA merger thing, it took off out of nowhere, and it's almost at 10,000 people. So I mean, we were lucky enough to have a couple days in a row that had some pretty good quality on this day in sports. I don't think any day is really thin to me personally. If you like sports, I think every day is an awesome day. But I know for as far as to be successful, you have to get the right ones to hit. But really, the credit should go to those first few people that shared it because the right people obviously shared it.
Here's the thing. Before we started this, social media to me was you post picture. It just went viral. I never thought I'd be a part of something that went. How many shares did you say it had?
We are sitting at 364 shares.
That's just insane to me.
And see, us being like administrators on the page, we see stuff that, a visitor to our page doesn't see. We get to see how many people it's reached, how many people have scrolled through and actually seen this. And it's at 34,197 people have seen it.
Crazy.
It's seriously like, it like consumed me this weekend. I couldn't stop.
Well,
I couldn't stop watching it.
I texted you and said something about the Warriors still going strong. You said you went to the movies. You came out and you were just blown away.
Yeah, it was doing pretty solid, and I can't remember the showing we went to, but it was doing good. We've had pretty good posts. We've had crazy, 20, 30, 40 shares. But I went to the movies. I'll tell you guys what I seen later. But I was just absolutely blown away. But to have it be the Warrior, if I could have picked anyone that we've done so far, I'm glad it was this one.
Yes, because he's a legend around at least the Crawfordsville and surrounding counties. He's from here.
I'm telling you, growing up, he was almost mythical.
Exactly.
Like he wasn't even real. There's no way. You know what I mean? He was that beloved by like our generation and growing up, and especially like I said, if you were a fan of wrestling during that time, obviously you know who the Ultimate Warrior is. There's no doubt. But to be from the area, well, we grew up in the town he was born in, but anywhere in Indiana where he was a part of, he's just about as big as it gets.
Here's the thing, when that went viral, I've been waiting all week to talk about this. Because, like you said, he was almost like this mythical person. And I remember being a little kid. All right, and obviously, you watch wrestling, you knew who the Ultimate Warrior was and everything. And this was kind of after his heyday, with, you know what I mean? I assume he was in town visiting family. And I'll never forget being at County Market in line and my mom looking at me and say, "Hey, that's the Ultimate Warrior right there." And it just...
You gotta be kidding me.
No. And it just... I've been waiting all weekend and all, past 2 days. How cool... You're just starstruck.
That was one of the best parts of the post was reading everybody's comments.
And then nobody had nothing to say back. Now, on his professional side, yeah, there's people. There are always going to be haters. But everybody said he was such a great guy.
Right. Well, I posted I think it was actually it was one of the classic quotes, and I think it was from Triple H, but it was to the effects of, if you were well liked by every single person, then you weren't successful.
Exactly.
So obviously, I can speak like my favorite probably all time was probably Shawn Michaels. And there's people that absolutely despise that guy.
No, he's loved.
I'm sure Ric Flair even, name him, Hogan even. He's practically blacklisted now.
I'm still kind of in shock with everything, so It was great. It was great. Like I said, big
And
thank
I'm
you.
assuming that was his sister commenting, right?
Yeah, his sister was commenting and stuff. I I would love to have her try getting her on the show and just talk about. You know what I mean? Because everybody hears all this negative stuff about him and wrestling and all that stuff. And look, like that quote says, if you're liked by everyone, you're not successful. I want
Yeah,
to
they're
know who he was before he went that route.
right. That's and there's always been, as far as that aspect goes of the Ultimate Warrior, that aspect to a fan has always been shrouded in mystery because he was billed from parts unknown. We all knew, and the rumor was he was from Crawfordsville, but unless you talk, there was always somebody that I went to school with a niece or a cousin. I went to school with him, and that's how the stories all kind of evolved because you can't find that information anywhere.
No, you can't. I've searched because I was like, is it true? Is he from? And there's so many people that say, yes, he went to. You know what I mean? That's him. It's got to be right.
Yeah, I mean everything. It's legit, and we have 101 comments on the post, and there is not one even in the realm of negative. As far as people that knew him before he was truly the Ultimate Warrior, he was not. He was a stand-up guy, from what I'm getting.
From here recently, before his death, he really, that Ultimate Warrior, that intensity, he still had it. I was thinking over the weekend, I was like, man, we if if we'd have been lucky enough for him to still be alive, you know what I mean? Because he was taken way too soon. How cool would it be for him to come on here and talk with us, being from the area? It just.
Yeah, he was only 54 when he passed away. He passed away in 2014, April 8th at 54. And it was literally days after his Hall of Fame induction and everything. That had to be rough.
It was the night after Raw, wasn't it, where he came back?
I think so. Okay. He was inducted on April 5th. He appeared at WrestleMania on the 6th, made an appearance on Raw the 7th, and passed away on the 8th.
Yeah. I mean, it's eerie. You know what I mean? Because months before, they still were, I mean, they weren't really talking about the Warrior coming back. It was kind of like fate. You know what I mean? Like, that ended his story.
It's crazy how even as they get older, the great ones are still better than the best guy today on the mic. Like some of those guys from the 80s, like Piper and Savage, Hogan, Warrior, those guys on the mic, I mean, those guys can't be touched. Rick Rude, perfect. I just can't be touched.
But now that's a generational thing, don't you think? Because to me, even before the whole Attitude era, they kind of had a lot of freedom on the mic. And it seems like now it's more scripted. You know what I mean? Like, here, back in the day, it almost felt like here's some outlines, go out there and get to the point. Now it seems like they have, hey, I don't like you, pause, but I like you. You know what I mean? Like, it's too scripted.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's written that way because look, these guys, take my word for it. These guys that are wrestling today, awesome athletes, perfect fucking physical condition. But most of them are the only thing they do lack would be mic skills. And I think that's why it got so scripted, because it had to get scripted.
I mean, that's the... Now, Do you think it's that, or do you think that Vince McMahon's control was more? I mean, has a play in that too.
I think so. I mean, it's hard because you look at a lot of things, and I don't think a lot of things now are as well written. Take anything. You could take the best sitcom right now and put it up against Seinfeld or Cheers in the 80s, whatever show you want to pick, MASH. And the best show today doesn't even compare as far as the writing goes. It may have better camera angles and well produced, but the stories aren't as good.
I was thinking today, what show I feel has held like the test of time? Is Go ahead. I want you to guess.
All That.
Yes. God damn it, you're a mind reader. No, Andy Griffith. The Andy Griffith Show. I could seriously turn that on, watch it, and there's parts in it that I'll genuinely laugh.
It was. I actually can't believe that you're even saying this.
Sorry?
No, because me and my dad always grew up watching it, and I love that show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I mean, once Barney left, it got pretty weak, but I love that show. I think it is timeless, truly.
It didn't have the like pushing the edge, vulgarity stuff. I mean, it was wholesome comedy, and like you said, Barney really set this. I mean, just his reactions, his setup, stuff like that. It was perfect. I mean, they were good together. But yeah, I remember watching it with Dad, Grandpa Leonard. It was great stuff.
I think my favorite episode, the one that always comes to mind, is the pickle episode. There was an episode where Aunt B had she was in this pickle contest or something, and they said they tasted like kerosene, but they didn't want to tell her, and they got rid of them all, and then she made a whole new batch. It's just like a classic episode. I love it.
One of my favorites. I have quite a few, but I like the one where the town over, they get this convict, like a thief, and they get him to the town limits and said, "Hey, we don't want to see you back." Well, in Mayberry, they were having like a Mayberry Day, like get the head. You know what I mean? He was going to hold the key to the city and everything. And the first person that came down the road was going to get, be that person. And sure as hell is the guy that got booted from the other town. He's walking down there. Oh, hey! It's classic.
I think the only other town that I remember being, I think Mount Pilot. Was that like the only other town that I've ever mentioned, really?
Yeah, I think it was Mount Pilot where he came from.
That's crazy. And to get back on the Warrior, it's crazy. When you look at these guys today, John Cena and all their 14, 15 time champions, and how they have to crown these guys multiple times just to get them pushed. Dude, the Warrior only won the belt, the heavyweight title, once. And he was only a 2-time Intercontinental Champion.
I was getting ready to bring that up. I mean, he didn't hold it multiple times, the World Championship. He held the Intercontinental twice, but he's still considered one of the greats. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Some of those guys, I think Piper only held the Intercontinental title once. Rude was probably a couple times. Jake the Snake, I don't think ever held. I mean, but none of those guys held the heavyweight title. Perfect. It's crazy to think that there's a list like that. Piper, Snuka, Rude, perfect. Rude would have made an excellent heavyweight champion. He drew heat everywhere he went. And like Jake the Snake, even, I think would have made a great Intercontinental Champion with him and Rick Martel's feud. Those should have been for their Intercontinental title when they were feuding in the 80s.
You know, I'm just going to say this. We talked about last week. We're going to have a pop quiz type thing at the end of the show. That might be on there. Some of that information. Hey,
yeah, that's good.
Real quick, guess who messaged me when the show started?
Dude, it better fucking not be.
It is. And
Is it Airbud?
No, don't say his name because he's gonna call in. It'll be bad. He's about the same popularity as Airbud.
How about the same mentality?
pretty close. So he sent me a voice message.
Oh, sweet.
So are you wanting me to hear it? Or you want to hear it?
I would love to.
Okay, here we go. A second, let me figure out my phone. I don't know what he said. I said, huh? And we'll go from there. All right.
It was Red Rum.
Hey, Rum. He's gonna murder you because he thinks I'm you.
He is gonna murder you.
No, he thinks I'm you and you're me.
But he's stalking your place.
That is true. That is true. That is creepy. That is creepy. But no, that information might be on there, so we'll see. But I'll keep you updated on his messages if we get a new
Duggar Watch 2018.
Duggar, yeah. Look, have you seen his posts? Well, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want to think he's making fun. We're making fun of him.
Because we're not.
No. But I tell you what, Twin City, it sounds like they're screwing him over. Dude, they've had his moped for like, I think he said 16 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's upset.
That's the same age as his girlfriends.
And we'll see you next week.
My God.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, the Ultimate Warrior, he's a badass. It's what it is.
Yeah, and we had to acknowledge that, man, because it's just given us such a boost, a much needed boost.
Yes, it has. And I know you don't like credit and all that stuff, but thank you.
I can't believe we did that, but
what?
It could remain a mystery.
Ooh. Okay, well, whoa. No, Will will call, and it could be bad. No. Yeah. We don't want to summon him, and we don't want to.
That's how we lost our first batch of listeners.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty damn sure. I wonder if I still have that interview. We might have to have that interview for next week.
Jesus, we'll just summon him again.
We can. I mean,
I'll call out the goat's blood.
I tell you what, if you want, yes or no, do you want me to hook up my phone, the haunted phone that is?
I don't want you to do it today.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so let's go on and get to a segment that we like to call Love It or Hate It.
Now it's time for Love It or Hate It.
All right, Brandon. You don't know what I'm going to ask you, correct?
Correct.
So, this is all off the top of my head type deal. 1, do you love this or hate it? Kawhi Leonard wanted to leave the Spurs and go to L.A.
Oh, man. I love it. Come on down.
Is that a right move for him, though?
Probably not. Not. I think we're treading that territory again of, does he know something we don't? Because why would you want to go?
Well, I'll get to that.
To play with Lonzo Ball. That's why.
Exactly. He's going to have Jello there soon, or La Jello, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and fruit snacks.
Airbud's coaching him.
That's twice.
Oh God! I forgot you said it. Okay, on to 2.
All right.
Loving this or hating it? GMs and athletes that have the whole quote unquote burner accounts where they're leaking information.
Dude, I hate that. What the hell? Just get the brass and say how you feel. Dude, it's like they're catfishing their fans. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. They're catfishing themselves.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, dude. That is the craziest thing about social media, is that you can actually create a different person. Like I said, I think I should create like at least 500 accounts just to like Davenports Sports Network. Because I think he's gone Harry, I think.
He might.
I don't even know if he's here anymore.
I don't know. I don't know. But you're ready.
Sure.
You're ready for the third one.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Okay. Duggar's sending me voice clips.
Now, why doesn't he just call in?
Exactly. Number 3. Loving this or hating it? Reports are coming out of LeBron's camp that he's wanting to stay in Cleveland and make things work.
I love it. He should stay, but I wonder what his camp looks like. It's got to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's only set to make what, like $500 million next year?
No, I think that's his best move. Honestly, I don't think his career, the where it's at now, especially 3-6 in the finals, dude, you can't. He can't do this again to Cleveland, man. Nobody will like him.
Oh no, it'd be career suicide, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very few people like him now. So I mean, he's sealing the deal of just people hating on him.
Here's the thing. Everybody's saying... by the way, I told him to call in if he wants to talk. Here's my thing. Everybody, and me too, I think if he goes anywhere, it's going to be LA. Because I guess he has a production company and everything out there. If he goes anywhere, it's going to be LA. But again, he's going to get a bunch of heat from that. Right?
It would just be. I honestly believe that his career wouldn't handle another Miami Heat situation. To me,
no, without a doubt.
So yeah,
he couldn't.
He should want to stay, I think.
Here's my question. Okay, why he's already disliked? Why bring more heat? And that's not a pun onto where he went last time.
I liked it.
I didn't even. That was natural.
Yeah, you weren't even like wading in water.
Exactly.
That's bad.
That was almost like a bosh to the head. see what I did there?
Yes. That's great. No, he needs to stay, man. He needs to stay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this to you. Then I'm gonna listen to his voice clip again, and then I'm done with him. Okay. Shaq telling LeBron to not chase rings at the end of his career.
Oh boy. I hate it because Shaq's end of his career was like a couple years too late. So yes, he hung around, but he was chasing rings in where? Boston and fucking Suns and Phoenix? No, I mean, he was just looking for a spot and looking for a paycheck at that point because Shaq was getting tossed around like a fucking bag of Oreos in prison. LeBron has still got, nobody can beat Father Time, but LeBron he's obviously on the back end of his career, but the way he played this year, if he could find somebody to, well, not just one other person, but a couple guys to help him out, because it's proven he needs more than one. He'll be, we can be having this conversation in like 2020, 2021. I still think he's got a couple more years of true dominance, being able to take over a game before he's Shaq and Barkley, some guys who hung on a little too long.
I was going to say, like you said at the beginning, Shaq really has no room to talk.
Right. I mean, I understand that he was giving him advice, and that's great, but Shaq, his last 3 seasons from 2008 to 2011, he played for the Suns, Cavs, and Celtics.
Yeah. It boggles my mind a little bit. All right. You ready for the last one?
Sure.
Now, usually these are very, very tough ones. Maybe a little personal, close to home.
Jesus, sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, usually the last one, I think our first one was about Peyton Manning's forehead.
Oh, okay.
The other one, I don't remember. Love it or hate it? Camo shorts.
Come on, man. Don't do this to me. That's mean. I'm getting older.
You wear camo shorts?
Never wear fucking camo shorts. I hate it. No, unless you're fucking Pauly Shore and in the army now. But no, don't wear those. But if you want to wear them, man, that's cool. I'm not like that anymore. Too bad. So, I mean, if I see a guy, I'm going to be like, hey, probably not going to be friends. But cool for you that they, fit.
They're kind of... Here's my thing with the camo shorts. It's almost like it's too hot to go out and hunt. But I might change my mind later, so I got to be in the shorts to stay cool.
I can't, dude, I couldn't go in the woods with shorts on. I would be eaten alive.
I've done it once. It was horrible. I was like, never again.
So we're talking not the guy that went out shopping at Walmart and wearing camo shorts, but we're talking about wearing camo shorts to go hunting.
No, just like, gonna put on my new camo shorts about,
Well, they better not be new. They better be fucking old as fuck.
Well, no, they're new. You just got them on the clearance rack at Walmart.
Where do you get that?
At Walmart. And then you're thinking, well, they're the green black ones. No, they're the orange and black ones. Like, I never got that. I'm like, really? Really?
All right. So,
anyways.
I mean, since we're fashionistas and we're talking about fashion, high fashion, summer fashion.
Bring it on.
This, over the weekend, I was watching like the Sunday morning news or whatever they call it, the CBS Good Morning in the Sunday or whatever the fuck it is. And they had this whole segment called Dadcore Fashion. They were showing people dressed in like jean shorts with fanny packs, with like short sleeve button ups or a tee tucked into said jean shorts, fanny packs, fucking the plain white shoes, like supermodels wearing it, like dudes wearing dad fashion. It's like the new thing, dad fashion.
Here's the thing. That stuff changes so damn much. Like, why would you do that?
They showed the shoes. They fucking had a guy, like an average Joe, average dad off the street, come in and wear shit. They put him in a fucking Hawaiian button-up and jean shorts and like the weird sandals that have like 80 straps. And he just looked like a dude that was like you'd see at the fucking mall. And this was like high fashion. Dude, the shoes look like basic white New Balances. but they were Gucci. They're $1,000 a pair. And then the fanny pack they had was a Ferragamo fanny pack, $800, dude.
Dude, I still have shirts from 2000, or at least I have shirts still from the 90s.
I think I have one shirt that made it out of the 90s.
I don't get into this whole like I gotta wear a fanny pack and fucking what? Like, okay, I'll wear sandals, but I'm not like, look at my fucking Gucci sandals. Like, why?
I just don't. I'm lost on it. And now there's like dad jeans, apparently. Like, apparently, if you're not in skinny jeans, you're in dad jeans.
Jesus.
Which is very infuriating because I'm not like a square man. No, I'm not.
Why? Well, first of all, wait a minute. Not to interrupt you, okay? But whose right is it to them to say that they're assuming your gender by calling you dad?
Maybe right. I could be father fluid.
I mean, what the hell, dude?
But dude, if you're not wearing skinny jeans, you're in dad jeans now. Like, I'm a fucking fat guy.
Yeah.
All I have is like Wranglers and shit, okay? I look like Brett Favre, dude.
Jesus.
Brett Favre from fucking Golden Corral.
I was going to say,
no, but I'm using Wranglers, man. You know what I mean? It's like I can't go out and buy... Dude, with the skinny jeans in my size? No.
You know what's always boggled my mind? We've become a fashion show, first of all. Second of all, I hate when these fuckers come out. Okay, and yes, I said fuckers. Come out in these jeans that are all ripped up, and they're like, dude, I bought these for like $300. Really? Really? There's like no fabric. Like, I have like 4 pairs of jeans in there right now that someone would pay $1,000 for. I ought to sell them.
Well, I mean, there's always people online selling very fashionable clothes for very cheap. Even people we may know, you know?
Wait a minute. Who do we know that's doing that?
You have to think back. But we could have been a person.
Oh, yes.
We can't mention any names.
No. No, well, I was hoping for maybe a text, but it clicked. It clicked. I mean... There's only so much FUBU stuff you can own, right?
Yeah. You can only have so many Ennis shirts and be white.
Yeah. And then, you got to sell like a Sony PlayStation for $500.
Yeah, they're like pretty much classic.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, that's original.
Oh my God.
Apparently.
I can't talk about that.
Apparently, he tried calling in.
Dude, we'll be civil. We'll be civil.
Yeah, he said he tried calling. He said, I did, no answer. I said, can we call you? So here's proof I have right now for when he calls the police and files a harassment charge that I asked him.
Let's do it, man. Let's call him. Or can we?
Well, I'm waiting for a reply.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dad jeans.
It pissed me off when I seen it. There's no getting around having dad jeans if you're above a waist size like fucking 36. How do you not have fucking... It's just too much.
No, I agree.
He's so dad right now.
Yeah, man. Next time we get together, we got to get like our dads. We need to do a dad photo shoot. Like, we'll be like, our parents have a case of beer in front of us, shirtless, drinking in jorts.
That they cut themselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were pants. It was cold this winter. God. Images.
Dude, I want to talk about real quick while we're waiting on Diggy Smalls. I did go to Raw last night, and they put on a hell of a show. I'm not gonna lie, and Ronda Rousey fucking gets the crowd fucking pretty hyped, and there was an Intercontinental title match. The first match of the night was between Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, and I'm telling you right now, man, it's probably easily cracked my top 5 matches I've ever watched live.
Really?
Yeah, I think my favorite match, my favorite match that I've ever seen was probably Bret Hart against Piper for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 8. That was the best match I've ever personally seen. And then there was a house show with Hogan against Sergeant Slaughter in a steel cage. And then Piper Flair. And I would say Seth Rollins and Ziggler last night. There was just something about it, man. Those guys brought it. I was.
You were what? Oh, stand by. We have an issue. Brandon has left the call, it says. As far as Raws, I have to say the best one I ever went to was the one in Indianapolis. Oh. Did your dad jeans get in the way?
Dude, I got booted.
I have. It said you had left the call.
Yeah, I don't know. It says you left video call. I was like, alrighty.
Yeah, maybe you should take a hint.
No shit. I think it's fucking the illegal children that I've been kidnapping are getting on my Wi-Fi.
It could be, dude. Russia. It's Russia. No, as I was telling them before you rudely came back in. Well, my favorite was the one in Indianapolis that I went to with my dad. And it's the one where DX came out with the whole, patriotic stuff. And that's when Mick Foley and Terry Funk went to the dumpster.
Yeah, that's right, against the New Age Outlaws. Yeah,
Yes.
that's when they did the podium, the Bill Clinton.
Yes.
I did not have sexual relations with that intern. As a matter of fact, I was up all night.
I love it.
Those were the good old days, for real.
Hey, looking back here at the Monday Night Raw, January 11, 1993. That was the first one ever. Do you know what the show began with?
The match?
No. What it began with. Like after, the first segment. First thing.
What?
Other than Vince McMahon saying, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw."
Bobby Heenan, maybe? I don't know. What was it?
You are correct. The show begins with backstage interviewer Sean Mooney, who plays in front of the hall the gatekeeper for Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah, Heenan was trying to get into the building. He was like banned, or so, like kayfabe banned or something, and he was like trying to do all these disguises to try to get back in the building.
Why did he get kicked out?
I don't know. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that was one of the last of Heenan's WWE appearances.
Oh, maybe he was legitimately trying to get in.
But no, I remember that. That post took off pretty good. You remember that?
Yeah. I do actually now.
Like that ballroom, we tagged the ballroom in it, and they shared it, and it did pretty well. Nothing like the Warrior, but
No.
very good.
I'm trying to get. He said he tried calling. Do we call him? Do we make the call?
We have to make it.
Yes, it's early in the show. We got to. I have his number screenshotted.
If I get booted, I don't know what happened.
If you get booted, we'll get you back. Okay?
Right.
I will get you back.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me go to my hangouts here. But bam, we're hanging out. All right. Phone call. I won't give the number out.
He better pick up then.
I told him we would talk about sports.
In jorts.
Yes. I bet he owns a pair.
Oh, of course. He's probably got camo jorts.
Dude, I think he does.
I can't believe he's gonna. Oh Jesus. Oh my. Jesus.
Your call.
All right. Well, we will. He told me to call. He told me. I got proof, officer.
Hey, real quick. On our polls, we run a poll every day but Tuesday at 5:00. We've been doing like a Davenport Sports Network all 90s MLB team. And we're getting down to almost through the infield. But so far our catcher is Pudge Rodriguez. He beat out Mike Piazza with 54% of the votes. Our first baseman is Frank Thomas. He beat out Jeff Bagwell. He got all the votes. Second baseman, Biggio, got 63% of the votes over Roberto Alomar. And our shortstop is Cal Ripken Jr. He beat out Barry Larkin. But I won't reveal any more. But I'm going to say about this time next month, we will have the completed list as voted by you guys of the all 90s baseball team.
90s was a good year.
It was a good decade.
Yeah. Oh, I meant 99. Or the 90s. Yeah, 1990.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Just one of them days. Dude, we jammed out to Limp. Okay?
Yeah.
We did.
I mean, you did. You had to.
If you wanted to be him and Kid Rock. Dude, Kid Rock's kind of went country. I don't know.
Well, here's the deal. I can honestly say that, I listened to Limp Bizkit, but you know what? I fucking didn't listen to Creed. I didn't fucking listen to Nickelback. There's all these other bands.
Well, I just heard.
There were so many more shitty bands.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like one-hit wonder fake metal bullshit.
Jamiroquai, dude.
Features me up. Jameer Queer.
Jameer Duggar. Hey, real quick. You had mentioned kind of doing the 90s all-time team.
Yes.
I got a little announcement I'm going to start working on soon, and hopefully to get it, I'm shooting for the end of July. We're going to do a story on one James Hafner. I went to school with him. Was he at school when you were there? He had to be.
He was a freshman or a sophomore when I was a senior.
Yeah, he's had some hard times. Sports has always been kind of his thing. Obviously, he did get to play, but he follows Wabash. I guess he's if I remember correctly, I could be wrong on this. He's an honorary, he's got an honorary degree from there, and he's part of that whole club, the sport club thing, and Wabash has really stood up and did a bunch of stuff for him. So we're gonna do a little story on him.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Honestly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of hours editing, but it's gonna be worth it. I like it, and once I get the stride down, I'd like to definitely do more. Especially locally people. Honestly, it goes back to it'd be cool to do something about like the Ultimate Warrior, the myth of him here. So I think that's going to be my next one, because like you said earlier in the show, everybody has that myth about him. It
Yeah,
just
dude. Some of the best part about that whole post was people's just little 2 or 3 lines telling about their experience around him.
yeah, it's. I think that's gonna be. My goal is I'd like to try doing one a month, if not every other. It just depends on how deep I can go into each one. So, and I like to go deep. So, we'll see.
Or deep for the ass to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, easy.
That's Ice Cube.
Oh, I'm sorry. Trick Daddy. Uh, dude, I gotta buy some FUBU shirts. Do you know where I could buy some?
You could probably Salvation Army, Goodwill,
Yeah, hell.
Mexico border.
Yeah, bro.
I can get you probably a youth size when I'm yanking little Mexican kids away from their parents in my gig on the side.
Dude, are you gonna join his space corp?
I didn't even know he had a space corps, but yeah, let's go.
He made an announcement that there's going to be a new division that's separate from the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, and NASA. It's going to be called the Space Corps.
Oh my god!
And
Why did you call it Guardians of the Galaxy?
I think he's watched it. He's watched the Avengers. I think he's afraid like aliens are coming.
Get a hold of that Groot guy.
Yeah.
You can get that Groot guy on the phone.
Man, wait, is Donald on the line?
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
Get Groot on the phone.
He just said. First of all, he said he just left a message. He did.
Well, what the fuck?
Why is it not coming through? Okay, we're gonna play the message.
Son of a.
I'm gonna try calling him back.
Hey, David Davenports. I know you're busy on the radio. Just want to let everybody know that we have a Super Bowl for Smokinsville High School. The first game we won was 7-0 by North Carolina High School. Right now we're in the second game. It's 4-0, and we're 30 in the top. So, have a great time, everybody, and enjoy. And stay out of the weather. Come in, it's a bad weather. Thank you.
Something about a wedding.
No, bad weather. Stay out of the weather. I turned on my Duggar translator.
Gotcha. Dude,
is he at a baseball game?
He might be. He might be, dude.
He's lifeguarding at the kiddie pool again.
Is he? No, he's not. Right? For a date. Well, okay, he called. So I mean, it's only fair that we call him back, right?
Apparently, he doesn't get how the phone works. I think he's in the dugout, man.
He could be.
This is Duggar. May I help you?
Hey, Duggar. This is Jim with Twin City.
Yeah.
We just called to let you know we were working on it, and it caught on fire.
Hang on, man. Yeah, I can. Yeah. All right.
Duggar.
What's up, David?
Oh, he knew.
Dude, who was your favorite wrestler growing up, and what did you think about the Ultimate Warrior?
Who do you just think?
Well, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Tell me. Bumblebee?
Who's my favorite guy in wrestling?
John Cena, right?
No.
Oh.
Undertaker.
No.
Triple H.
Not the Triple H. Who's always the number one tire in the ring?
Gilbert.
Not Gilbert. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns?
Yep.
Wait a
Wow.
minute. So you would take Roman
Steel.
Reigns. Who?
The Shield said.
The Shield.
The Steel. Shield.
Seal? No, he's a singer.
Yep. Roman Reigns. Definitely. Give me a.
I think
That's
Seal
all
could
the
do it.
brother.
Hey,
Seal's got more scars than Abdullah the Butcher.
that is true. That is fact. Hey, Duggar, I got a question for
Hey.
you.
What's that?
Could Bumblebee take Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Could Roman Reigns take Optimus Prime?
Nope. Roman Reigns is going to go get his title back.
It's an Autobot. I guess a man, sheer flesh.
But it's Roman
Yeah.
Reigns.
True.
Yeah.
So, Duggar, where are you at right now?
I'm at a couple of high school baseball teams.
Cool. Who's winning?
We are.
Good. Good.
This is the Summer Bowl League, and we're trying to finish this up before we get the bad weather coming in.
Are you guys getting some bad weather there?
Yeah, we'll get closer.
Can you smell it?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Hey, Duggar.
Hey, what?
Sorry. Whoa. And you said we were picking on you. What's your thoughts on Twin City?
Oh, what?
Twin City, the people that are working on your moped.
Yeah, well, they're done already.
Yeah, well, it caught on fire.
Would you recommend people going there to get work done?
Yeah?
I thought it took them forever.
Well, it took like 13 days without my motor and the demonometer.
And how much did that cost you, Duggar?
200 something.
Jeez.
Good God.
Yeah.
I would have sold you 3 Mexican kids and their dog for that.
Yeah, that's a hell of a deal. Hey, Duggar, we're gonna let you go, but I got a question for you.
Okay, do one more thing.
Okay, you ready?
Go for it.
What is your thoughts on Donald Trump? Okay, starting the Space Force.
I don't have an answer for that one. I don't know what that is.
We're apparently going to have like, you know how we have the Army, but we're going to have it in the military.
A space army.
Yeah. Seriously, Duggar, we're not joking. He said it.
We were thinking about signing up. Are you in?
Like what?
A space army.
Yeah. We're going to get cool suits.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
Well, we're going to have spaceships.
Right, they'll supply it, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is the U.S. I mean, we can have a tank in space if we want.
Space tank.
Yeah. Are you in?
Sure, why not?
All right, buddy.
All right. The 3 amigos of space.
Hey, exactly. We got to have cool names.
What's your code name going to be?
Yeah. I have no clue on that one.
Hey, Duggar.
We can use our real names.
Yeah, we can.
You gotta do it real quick, guys. We're gonna start getting ready for the inning. We're gonna be shutting down to stop this game.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Can we call back next week? Okay.
Okay.
And we'll talk. You have fun at your game.
All right. All right.
All right, see ya,
I'll
dude.
talk to you guys later.
All right. Go Space Force.
Peace, Holmes.
Dude, Space Force. I like it. Right?
DS in space. Davenports on space.
Yes, we're gonna have to start talking about like lasers and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to start studying up on my laser history.
We could. I mean, we're kind of getting big shots right here. Look, we're getting press kits to college football games.
That is true.
We're starting to get into the media realm. We're gonna start doing some video work. We're moving up.
Right.
So the U.S. government's gonna let us have a pet. And there's only one dog I'd want.
Space Bud?
No, but it kind of goes with it. It kind of. I don't know if I want to summon him.
Like Air Bud?
Hello, you're on the air. He's not joining the Space Corps, guys.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah. Something about Jackie Moon, I don't know.
Could you imagine a dog shitting and pissing in space? My God.
Hey, they sent a monkey to space.
Well, that's rude, dude.
Okay,
rude.
I didn't go there.
He was from Atlanta.
You took it there.
Did they really send a monkey? They did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That's like the first thing they sent.
Yeah, because they were like, we're not gonna, risk human life. But what'd that monkey do? They tricked him. They threw a banana in there, and he went, I'm gonna go get it.
Well, that's how Doc Brown got Einstein into the DeLorean. So, I mean,
it makes sense.
Time travel will give you fucking Parkinson's.
That is known fact.
That's not funny.
I
regret saying that.
It's fact.
But it did happen. 88 miles an hour so many times. Vanilla shake.
God. Okay, real quick. Back to the Future.
Right.
Those movies, they stand up. I mean, the thing is, they're all pretty much identical, but they're not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, the concept's the same.
Yeah.
But, dude, yeah, I just watched part 2 the other day. The only thing I noticed on, like, the Ultra 4K Blu-rays and stuff is you can see their, like, the makeup line, because they use, it's to make them look old. That movie takes place in 2015, by the way. Back to the Future 2.
Wow.
Whoa. I can't remember when Escape from New York takes place. Escape from New York takes place in like the years 2002 or some shit. It's like, what?
Maybe it is.
Every movie we were supposed to be way more advanced than what we are, for sure.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because when people were watching the Jetsons, they were like, oh, man, flying cars, here we go, moving sidewalks. And now we're like, fucking, are we going to get nuked?
Well, no. Trump's got that done.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Christ, we're starting a Space Force, people.
We're going to cut the missile off in space.
With lasers.
Yeah. I've already called Groot.
He's all in for it.
Oh, shit.
We're going to build a wall around the planet.
I am totally got to look up this Space Corp thing.
No, I will do it with you here. Space Corps. It's I'm not lying to you.
What's the purpose? To military space?
Here, hold on. That way, if people don't believe us, okay, I am going to go.
Oh my god, this is fucking real.
Yeah. He announces it.
I think he's just looking for more immigrants.
America.
Right. Hey, okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna listen to it. You ready?
Lost out to special interests in Washington, except, of course, for the senators and congressmen here. They would never do it, right, Dana? But all of that is changing. We know that. My administration is reclaiming America's heritage as the world's greatest spacefaring nation. The essence of the American character is to explore new horizons and to tame new frontiers. But our destiny beyond the Earth is not only a matter of national identity, but a matter of national security. So important for our military, so important, and people don't talk about it. When it comes to defending America, it is not enough to merely have an American presence in space. We must have American dominance in space.
I think it's coming.
Important. Very importantly, I'm hereby directing the Department of Defense and Pentagon to immediately begin the process necessary to establish a Space Force as the sixth branch of the armed forces. That's a big statement. We are going to have the Air Force and we are going to have the Space Force, separate but equal. It is going to be something so important. General Dunford, if you would carry that assignment out, I would be very greatly honored also. Where's General Dunford?
You don't even know where he's at.
He's in space, sir. You lost him an hour ago.
Okay, two things from this video. I know it's a video. It's hard to do on the air. First of all, that heavy breathing reminds me of when we first started podcasting and me. Yeah. He's breathing in. Here's the thing. I don't like the guy. I don't dislike him either. But Mike Pence is over there thinking someone... Wait, let me rephrase this. He's thinking, what in the hell are you talking about? A Space Force.
We've already approved with George Lucas the use of lightsabers. Dude, what the fuck? He's going to dominate it, apparently.
Well,
space. Dude, I'm worried, man. Why does he want to go there?
He's watched the Avengers.
Watch the nukes.
Next week he's gonna come out and be like, "We need a group of superheroes."
I'm looking to form a team. We've got Groot.
He's a big tree.
He's really branched out.
Oh my god! Oh
my god, dude! What the fuck? That's the first "what the fuck" moment for me. I know I might be late to the bandwagon on that with our president, but that's been the first "what the fuck" for me.
He Space Force, dude. I got it wrong. I thought it was Space Corps. To be fair, but the way he talks, the heavy breathing, the wet lips, it's. I think he might be a reptilian.
What is going on? We're gonna dominate it.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have Here's the thing. In all reality, don't we pretty much have space? I mean, we have satellites up there. That's like. So, my question: Are we gonna start having war spaceships up there?
I don't know why we need to go.
I'm telling you, he's seen the Avengers and he's like, oh shit, this is live footage of what could happen.
Yeah, because it sounds like something a fucking 1988 movie starring Michael Biehn or something. This doesn't even sound like real. What the fuck? Dude, like I said, this is the first time I've ever been like, what?
The only serious logical explanation. And okay, tinfoil cap, all that shit. Maybe we've been contacted by aliens. Maybe they're like, hey, we're going to come kick your ass. And Trump's going to save the day in a tank in space with Groot.
Oh my god. Idiots in space. Well, we just need to stay away, really, because everybody fucking like loved going to the moon. We all did that. And then like, how long has it been since somebody actually went on the moon? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe that's why we need to get a space force. Maybe Trump's taking the action. Maybe on the dark side of the moon, there's like...
There could be Mexicans on the moon. I want them gone. They're freeloaders.
God damn it. I tell you what, Trump, we need to contact the Space Force and see, Donald Trump specifically, and see if he'd like to run an ad on our show maybe next week.
I think he wants to fucking ride around in the fucking Star Trek spaceship.
It could very well be.
I can't even tell you what the name of that was. The Enterprise. There you go.
Yeah. I didn't watch those space movies like Star Trek, and I watched Star Wars. I've seen them. I get it, but I'm not like nerd alert. I gotta watch it all.
I definitely did not get into Star Trek. The Star Wars movies are good, but I don't.
I'm not like getting a boner because I got a Darth Vader suit in my closet.
Right.
But you know who does now?
Dude, I'm pretty sure that he is... he wants to wear a cape, dude.
Oh, without a doubt. Could you imagine?
Safe sex in space. Oh my god.
We had sex in space, it don't count.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm sending Stormy Daniels. Oh my god.
Oh my god. What has happened to this show? We're supposed to talk about sports. And we talk about Space Force. And we're joining with Duggar.
Good God.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the draft is in 2 days.
Yeah.
That's news. And in other news, they fucking had a draft, like an NBA draft combine thing that was on TV, and it was not entertaining. So
what were they doing?
I watched them jump up in the air and like hit the sticks with their hands. And then all they did was show Magic Johnson for like 10 minutes and talk to the Lakers owner. And then I flipped it.
Did he give anybody the AIDS?
I don't think so.
LeVar, maybe?
Space AIDS.
Space AIDS.
God damn. Jesus. I did go see a movie this weekend. That sounded, I want to kick my own ass after saying that on a podcast. I did go see a movie this weekend, and let me tell you, Jesus. I don't even want to talk about it now.
Real quick, my live feed is not working at all.
What's that mean?
Like I've had like
phone calls?
No. I'm wondering what's up because my live Facebook feed, the comment section. I was like, man, no one's really got on here, and there's people that's been on here talking. I went to my phone and looked, and boom, it's here. There, you know what I mean? People's talking.
Right. Yes.
I'm not seeing that on my end on my computer.
Yeah, I usually, for some odd reason, I use my phone whenever to look at comments and stuff. It seems like it refreshes them faster.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna start doing.
Because I can't keep up.
I was bumming a little bit. I was like, what the hell? So everybody heard our Space Force then. I'm happy.
Yeah. We're joining. And Duggar. There's 3 of us. So we're ready to.
And Groot.
Yeah. We're going to pretty much die in space, I guess, in the next few months.
Hell. So, okay, back to the draft.
Okay.
Markel Fultz, last year's #1 pick. Do you consider him? I don't want to use the word a bust by all means, but it was a very unsuccessful year. He only played 14 games. It looks like. It only averaged 7 points. Obviously, do you think? What he? Or let me rephrase this. How well do you think this year's #1 pick's going to fare?
I don't know. I know Fultz. I mean, he's on the Sixers, so I mean, he's going to have a shot to bounce back. That's a hell of a team to bounce back with.
Sure.
But I don't know. To go back a little bit to last year's draft, I mean, Jason Tatum was the 3rd pick, and he there was nights. I would say most of the nights with Kyrie Irving out, he and Jaylen Brown carried the team most of the time. So I mean, it wasn't a complete bust, but I mean, it's pretty weak. I don't know. I was looking at the draft today, and
it seems fairly weak.
I just feel like, how do I say this without sounding too coarse? The NBA is kind of it's a man's league, and it's a mature person's league. And I think a lot of these guys are kids. And even I feel like 20 years ago, a 19, 20-year-old had a more developed game. Oh, snap.
No. That was just me testing. I was making sure that we were getting the calls in. Sorry, I should have forewarned you. But go ahead.
I think they had a more developed game. So, I mean, you had guys like Dr. J and Wilt Chamberlain playing at Rucker Park, and fucking. I mean, some of these guys cut their teeth in other ways. I don't think guys they get the best trainers, they get the best diets, they get everything they need. But I think with all that, I think they've lost focus on the actual basketball. And it's not all about fucking diet and what you look like or how high you can jump when it comes to basketball. You got to have a basketball IQ, and that is developed in the gym and outside on the courts. And I think they come in really green. And I think it takes them. Sometimes it takes these guys 3 or 4 years to even develop into a glimpse of what we're going to see.
Sure.
That's just my opinion. I think the development of the player has changed.
That kind of.
Go ahead.
Would that be fair to say in general with any sports? I mean, even in the NFL, they don't give that time. You know, we talked about it before. You don't get that time to really develop.
I guess so. Sometimes I can kind of see it now. I mean, but I think a lot of I'm not just saying this because I'm a big fat guy, but I think a lot of the emphasis now is on health and diet, and like it should be that. It should be that, but those things should be like 4th and 5th on the list as far as basketball goes, to be a great basketball fucking player. I don't give a fuck what you're eating. We'll do that later. Learn the fucking game. Develop your skills in a way that you're going to evolve as a player, and not just either peak with your talent or I don't know. From what I see, they've got everything ass backwards now. Everybody's perfect physiques, healthy. They fucking recover from surgeries with the snap of your fucking finger, but they fucking don't evolve as players. They don't get better. They're who they are when they enter the league, when they leave the league, and it ain't right.
No, I agree.
That's just my opinion, though.
I'm not going to argue with you. I fully agree, and I don't foresee it ever changing. You know what I mean? Over the near future.
No, you're right. It's just kind of how it is now. But I sound like an old fart when I talk about stuff like that. But
Well, you're in your jorts, so
I know, like camo jorts. I just feel like they focus too much on other things than the development of a player. And there's some like truly Hall of Famers, legends of the game that would go to a combine now and get terrible scores and probably never get the chance that they had now back 20, 25, 30 years ago. So, I mean, you got Larry Bird out there to jump, they're going to say, oh my God, this guy can't jump. Oh, he's slow. A white kid from Indiana? I mean, what's he got? You know what I mean? That's how they would look at him now, which I'm sure he got those looks, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you're really rolling the dice, man. You don't know what you're going to get. The first pick to me is just the same as the 20th pick. It don't matter. It's how you develop. It's what your system is like, and it all hinges on that.
So this year's draft order, as of today, right now, obviously it can change. You have the Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings, and then the Atlanta Hawks. Do you see any of those three teams really making an impact next year?
No, they're in deep shit. I do like the Cavs have the 8th pick. They could really use that as leverage. I would make a trade. The Sixers have the 10th pick. They're sitting pretty. I don't think the Pacers are not. They're 23rd. So I don't know. With Cleveland, with the 8th pick, I'm using that as trade bait.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you're not going to get anybody in this draft that's really going to make an impact right off the bat.
Well, and it's not going to be anybody that's going to impact LeBron's decision to stay.
Exactly.
So you null and void that 8th pick and trade it to get a superstar with a player.
Now, I'm looking here, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing the Lakers really having a pick.
I think they traded it. I think they traded it to Philly? I think they traded their pick to Philly. They would have been in the top 12?
Top 10.
Top 10? Okay. I was just off the top of my head, but I think they traded with somebody.
So their first pick in this year's draft is going to be...
It's 25th, maybe?
Is it 25th?
Yeah, I see him at 25.
Yeah, it's 25 via the Cavs. Now, do they draft another ball?
I hope not. I hope they get a quality guy. I hope they get a quality big.
You know what? I feel like we should do a pre-draft show and talk about the Ball family the whole time. Because
oh my God.
I want to bet that the Lakers pick the middle ball.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Few of us have the middle ball. Dude, if they do, they're Twin City and Duggar's moped. They're bad.
At that point, are the fans going to turn? Here's the thing. I don't follow the Lakers like you do. Is there really that much fanfare for the Bulls?
No, there's shame. Just like with everyone else, it's shameful how he is. And like I said, my biggest problem with fucking Lonzo is he fucking can't shoot free throws. And he's a fucking guard, and it drives me nuts. And it goes with saying The fucking kid never developed as a player. His dad has told him, you're good. You got this. His fucking game, he will never be any better than what he is today. Ever.
Now, I'm going to throw something at you. Earlier last week, we had talked about Lonzo and LeBron playing together. Now, there's talks like LeBron wanted to take him under his wing. I heard stuff on the radio, which, you got to believe everything. But now they're saying that if they want LeBron in LA, Lonzo's got to go because he don't want to deal with the Ball family. I mean, can you blame the guy?
Maybe LeBron's smarter than what we think. My God.
It kind of makes...
I would get rid of Lonzo to get LeBron for a year or two.
My thing is, I'm wondering if it wasn't more of like a PR thing. Because he was like, yeah, I'll play with him. I'll get him better. And then maybe kind of backtracked a little bit. Like, okay, I ain't going to really play with this dude.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Everybody's on the fucking LeBron watch, and I would be more concerned about... I'm not going to jump off here, but why the fuck isn't Des Bryant somewhere?
Where's he going to go? Who wants him?
I don't know, but you think somebody would take him? I am absolutely shocked that he's still out there.
I think he's
done.
No. He's at the age now. Well, he's at the part of his career where he hasn't had too successful of a career in the past few years. I think he's going to be one where a player gets hurt and then they're going to sign him.
Yeah, but then he's going to be... Would he be in football shape? It's like, I don't know.
My question is, what is he asking money-wise? I mean, if he's pretty much asking for nothing... you got to look at like Jacksonville. Jacksonville's got to take that chance on him if they're wanting pretty much pennies on the dollar for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt that's what's going to take him to the next level, whether people like it or not.
Look. Let's be honest. I mean, if you're wanting to push that issue, Brandon, why hasn't Jackie Moon been signed? It's what it is. Des Bryant is going to be someone that someone will get injured that he's going to be signed. Nobody really wants him.
It's crazy to me. Really, because I think he could help a team out. If it's the right team, he goes to a bad team, it's going to be horrible. Toxic.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I know I just kind of jumped us off track a little bit, but
You're fine.
With all the LeBron talk and everybody's like, where's he going to go? There's a guy out there in the NFL who nobody has any interest in.
But
it's crazy.
We're okay. Give me your top 3 teams for him.
I personally obviously would go to I'd want to go to the Eagles. I'd want to go to the Patriots. I'm trying to think of somebody else. The Steelers. I'd want to go with a proven veteran quarterback and possibly a proven running back. So, I mean...
All right, you ready for his stats?
Sure.
He played 16 games, okay? He had 69 receptions, 838 yards with 6 touchdowns.
It's a pedestrian year, but you also have to realize, and let me get something straight real quick. I fucking hate the fucking Cowboys. Hate them. I see a fucking person with a Cowboys shirt on, I want to fucking stab him. I don't fucking like the Cowboys. I'll be honest with you. Okay, I'll just stop there. But so I'm not making excuses for him, but with Ezekiel Elliott being out, it threw everything out of whack with Dak Prescott. And then I think with Ezekiel Elliott out there running, it helps Des Bryant fucking tenfold, I think. And without him, he struggled a little bit. So I'd want to go to a team with a proven quarterback and above average running back.
Could you see him coming to the Colts?
I mean, they could use him.
You know, they had Andrew Luck on last week. He finally threw a pass. And that's the thing. Like, they made this big ordeal, and it was like a joke. Okay?
Did you see? If it's the video I seen, it looked like he threw the ball about 10 yards.
Yeah. Like, they made like, oh, look, he's throwing the football. And they put like a smiley face. And like, I was like, okay. So I click it. I'm like, okay, he's going to do something. He's going to throw it down the field. And it's just like he tossed it to this guy like it looked like 5 yards to me.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. It's like a sideline maybe thing even. But it was like, that. How does that constitute as going out and throwing?
It don't. But it's got people saying, well, now he's throwing. Well, he's not really.
No, he tossed the ball. Yeah, I was just kind of shocked that when they said he's throwing, I was like, oh, fuck, I don't give a fuck. And then I seen it, like I was flipping around and they showed it on like ESPN or something. And I was like, wait, that's it? Did I just see that?
Yeah.
That's the news of the day?
That was it.
That does not, it didn't even constitute as a throw.
I don't know.
That was whack news. It was fake news.
You said you caught a movie this weekend.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I went and seen. Have you seen the Tag?
I've seen the previews.
Now, look, I was not gonna go see a movie. Obviously, it's like as cynical as I am and going to see a 90-minute movie about a group of adults playing tag. Obviously, I'm gonna be like, well, no. But I will say this, knowing that it's based on a true story about a group of guys who play tag once a month every year pisses me off even more, that I just want to fucking kill these guys. The movie starts a little like I fucking expected it, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking stupid. But then oddly enough, the movie kind of gains a little ground. It like gets its footing a little bit, and it's not that bad. It's way better than Action Point. I will say that.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not. Action Point is the worst movie I've seen this year. But no, it's not bad. It's got Ed Helms in it from The Hangover and everything. He's good. John Hamm's fine. Hannibal Buress is a really good stand-up. Sometimes he doesn't translate into movies well, but he was pretty good in this. I never thought Robin Williams, as funny as Robin Williams was, I don't think he truly transitioned into a really, people are going to hate me for this, but I don't think his comedy transitioned into a film. I think he was funnier in stand-up than he was in any film he ever did.
Man, they're going to hang you.
It's kind of true, though, because people were like, Good Morning Vietnam. Go back and watch Good Morning Vietnam. It's kind of long. It's kind of tedious. Like Mrs. Doubtfire, it's great. It's like pretty much kind of a 90s classic. Well, rewatch it. It's fucking long, too. It's over 2 hours, I think. And Robin Williams was funnier than the roles he played. And that's how I feel like Hannibal Buress is. But he was pretty funny. It's not a perfect movie, but as far as comedies go, it's a little above average.
Sure.
I think. So yeah, it was pleasantly surprised. Still, I think Hereditary has been my favorite so far.
Yeah, not Action Point.
Not Action Point. Stay away from Action Point. My God. And I love Jackass. I fucking love it. I like gross shit, dumb shit. Bring it on. Childish. I love it. Action Point was, I have no idea where it came from.
It sounds like it didn't need to come from anywhere.
You got to see it. It makes fucking blood-sucking freaks looks like Wizard of Oz.
Really? Bloodsucking Freaks though is pretty classic.
Right. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. I will say this. I'm gonna throw it out there. In the next 15 minutes, if people can call in, I can't see much, but I just put it on our comment thing. Call in, you answer 5 questions right, you get $25. Listen, I'm a haggler here. I'll buy that top half for $5. I don't care.
So we're just going to have somebody call in, and you have 5 questions laid out for them.
Yes, I have 5 questions. You want me? I ain't gonna tell you right now.
No, don't tell them. But we need to have a cutoff point. Like when 9:50.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes to call in.
Yeah.
After that point, bam, first caller gets it. If not, then we'll do it again next week. Still $25.
That's a good deal. I think I'm going to call in.
I don't know if you need to call in, but we can. I mean, we can make it. We can make it happen. Here, let me get the ringtone set up here.
Dude, I kind of want to talk about something, but I've been on the fence about wanting to talk about it.
Okay, dude, we talked about the Space Force.
I know, but somebody's probably going to call.
That's fine.
I got to talk about something. Look, I'm from a different generation, I know, but I have to talk about gender reveal parties. They're fucking dumb. I fucking hate everybody who does it. I love anybody in my family. I know I love you guys, but man, those are fucking stupid. We become like a generation that has like completely shifted focus onto ourselves. I feel like before all this was going on, the first thing you did when you and your significant other found out you were pregnant was you went to tell your parents that they were going to be grandparents. You didn't give a fuck really at that moment, whether it was a boy or a girl, because you have this unconditional love for your grandparents. They were the patriarchs and backbones of any strong family.
Sure.
I think that's gone now. This event is based solely to focus on the parents. And there are so many people out there that would love to have kids who can't. And there's nothing worse than seeing some future parent bitch and moan about the gender of their baby. Seeing a dad complain he's having a daughter, it's a sure sign to me that we've lost touch on what family is.
Hey, we got one.
Perfect.
Hey, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hey, this is Zach Page. This is Davenport Sports Network.
No, this is Pizza Hut.
Oh, let me get a large meat lovers and make that stuffed crust.
We definitely got 2 large meat lovers here.
Yes. Yeah, Zach and Brandon. Hey, so what are you calling in for?
Well, I heard I could win $25 for answering 5 questions.
Well, joke's on you. You're right.
Now, if there's sports questions, I'm kind of screwed.
Okay, yeah, you are.
Now, are they about Groot joining the Trump Corps?
They are. Hey, let me explain something here. Okay? These are stuff we have talked about in the show that I have asked. So I've wrote down questions and the answers of stats, be it stats, historic moment, whatever. But it's been talked about in our show tonight.
All right.
So let's give it a go.
All righty. You ready?
Yeah.
How many Intercontinental Championship belts has the Ultimate Warrior won?
Oh, man. I'm going to go with 8.
8? Okay. First thing to ever happen on Raw, what was it? Not after Vince McMahon came on.
The guy couldn't get back in.
I need names.
Oh, yeah. I was mowing. You guys are my mowing podcast.
Just get.
I got shut down like the Crawfordsville baseball game.
Oh.
Too much lightning.
So,
Billy something.
you just give me 2 names.
I'm gonna have to pass on that.
Oh, you're passing.
It's like Family Feud, right?
Okay, I tell you what. You lost. You don't get a win. Nothing. So
Oh, darn it.
If you're not gonna get anything, you know what I mean. Give me names. You can't.
Jesus.
But here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
We'll go on and finish the questions.
Okay.
Because even if someone calls in, they ain't gonna get to do this again. So, okay, last year's NBA draft pick, Markelle Fultz. Okay, how many games did he play last season?
16.
Okay. Who has the 3rd draft pick in this year's NBA draft?
Oh,
He's Googling it right now.
I'm on my phone talking to you guys. We'll go with the Suns.
Okay. And how many touchdowns did Des Bryant have last season?
6.
All right. Well,
Hey, you got that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 1 out of 5 here. So, so since I have you on the phone, I'll tell you how many Intercontinental Championships did the Ultimate Warrior win? It was 2.
Ooh.
First thing to happen on Raw: Sean Mooney keeping Bobby Heenan out of the building.
Bobby Heenan, yeah.
Okay, last year's NBA draft pick. How many games did he play last season? It was 14. I think you said 16.
Yep.
Who has a 3rd draft pick in this year's NBA draft? That'd be the Atlanta Hawks. Hey, well, thanks for calling in, Zach.
Hey, you guys have a good
hey,
one.
Zach,
Hold on, Zach.
did he hang up?
No.
No, I'm here.
Hey, we got a save the date wedding invite,
Yeah.
and I think it is a great idea about the kids.
Yeah, no kids.
I just wanted to say that I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that was all Kayla's idea.
It was really, when we read that, we were like, that's fucking smart.
Well, I guess I can't go.
Hey,
I just wanted
you
to
guys
say
haven't
that
got
was
to
a
save the
great
dates yet. Don't worry. We haven't got them all shipped out yet or anything.
Oh, no,
Kayla
I'm just
has it.
saying
She's in charge of that.
If kids can't go, I can't go.
Well, yeah, there is that. Well, I might not be there anyways if kids can't go.
Well,
No, I have to be there.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Zach.
Hey, have a good one, guys.
That's it.
You can't go, or you can't go because if they show up, he'll be throwing them in cages.
I'm just assuming we're gonna party hard.
Well, yeah.
We had to have kids at ours by default, so I mean, we weren't gonna get too crazy. But I'm assuming I'm not gonna get crazy,
I
but
stage dove.
there's yes,
I kind of fell. That's
it was a
what.
staged fall.
Hey, I tell you what, I like that. Hell, we start
We'll have
live.
to give them a time limit. We need like a clicker, like a clock ticking down. They got like 5-6 seconds to answer, and then once they get one wrong, then we should just be done.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to go through the whole thing?
No, I don't think so because. No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, if he gets one wrong, I mean,
Yeah, but I'm not going to
Or
tell
you
him
just
until
finish all the questions and then tell him what he got wrong.
Sure. Well, to be fair, and I'm going to throw this on Zach, he didn't know the name, so I couldn't really do much there.
Right, he passed, but that's fine.
But I think it's great. Hell, it's $25. Listen to our show. That's what? A couple hours?
You should send in your video of falling stage diving to the Space Force.
Yes. Why did I do that? I don't know. I could have been injured.
We had you.
Did you? If I remember correctly in the video, Brian, Mary's husband, just kind of was like, yeah, I'm not going to really catch you.
It was pretty awesome. I will say that.
Oh, it was. It was one of the best weddings I've been to.
It was a great time. Stage dives and all.
It might have been better than my wedding. I don't know.
Dude, the staff there was talking about it and shit. It was a lot. Everything came together really well. It was a good time. So I'm sure, dude, Zach and Kayla's is going to be fucking crazy.
Insane.
Possibly in the membrane.
Oh, hopefully not Duggars.
Oh, God.
So what else you got going on?
I really don't have much. Kind of busted everybody out on the gender reveal.
Yeah.
I just to finish that up, I don't really think I don't think the focus is on the baby anymore. And it's weird how I don't know. I think it's just a moment to get likes on Facebook now.
It is.
And then after you have the fucking gender reveal and everybody has to go to that and do shit, then you got the fucking baby shower, and it's all just for show, man. It used to be about family, but
I'll say this: step back from all, you know what I mean, all that. Like you said, it's really frustrating because there are. I'm not going to go into detail. There are people that have issues having kids, and then when you see them complain because they wanted a girl, they freak out. It's like, really? You know, there's people out there that want kids, and they would be happy to have a girl or a boy.
yeah, that's one of the many things wrong with it. I think look, I'm totally for finding out whether you want a boy or girl or whether you don't want to find out anything at all. That's fine. But it really used to be about making your parents grandparents and the bond of you becoming a parent. But now it's about slam dunking a fucking basketball that explodes into blue or pink to see how many people on Facebook like it, and then watch the mom stomp away when it's blue.
Exactly.
I mean, fuck you people, man. You shouldn't be having fucking kids anyway if that's what you're fucking. If you're spending that much money and time on shit before it's even fucking developed, I don't know, man. It's just something it gets under my skin. I think we're losing touch on what fucking having a kid is all about, man. It ain't about whether it's a boy or a girl or what you wanted. It's about being healthy. It's about carrying on names. It's about becoming a family and making your great parents that raised you into wonderful grandparents and, you know, carrying on their legacy. And I'm going to go out and hit a golf ball and see if it's going to turn pink or red and see how many, or pink or blue, and see how many hits on fucking Instagram I get.
Trust me. You know, yeah, but I get you. It's ridiculous, and it's almost like a flaunting thing. You know, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying post, hey, we're pregnant, we're gonna have a kid. All for that.
Right.
But don't fucking make this big extract. Like, I get it, you're excited, but then in the same sense, there's people again that are out there that would kill for a kid. And then you get an attitude because you didn't get a girl or a boy. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So yeah, I know it's a little dark, a darker, more real theme than our lighthearted stuff, but I don't know, man. And I'm not saying it makes you a bad parent. I don't know.
Here's my thing. You know, with the Space Force and everything. In this generation, you know, how do you know? Just because, Okay, you hit the golf ball, it turns blue, and you're pissed. Might be a gender fluid. It might be a boy down the road. You don't know.
Well, yeah, that's a perfect example because you can debate that the sex and the gender of a child are two different things. That can be debated right off the bat by this generation of fucking snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can't have it both ways.
They want it both ways.
How do you want it?
Oh, no.
I can't say that.
I don't want it.
That's pretty much all I got. I did go see an awesome show this past Thursday. I went and seen Everclear and Marcy Playground and Local H. Local H fucking rocked. I was pleasantly surprised. I highly recommend that band to anybody. They had a big hit in like 96 with Bound for the Floor. That's a great song, but they fucking rocked hard.
Rock and roll. Yeah, no, I Everclear, I'd love to see them live. I bet they'd put on a pretty cool show.
They were good. I mean, like from 90s alternative era, they were one of the bands I hadn't seen. Kind of one of my bucket list bands I wanted to see. I only got a couple of those left. So
I'll say this. One of my favorite bands to watch live, it would probably be my second favorite band to watch live, is remember when we went and watched Zebrahead before 311?
Yeah.
They were fun. It was fun. They had fun on stage. Like, they weren't just going through routine. You know what I mean? I remember it being a hell of a show.
Dude, listen to my first 311 show. Sugar Ray and Incubus opened. I didn't even know who Incubus was. This was 97. Then that was my second 311 show. Was with Zebrahead.
That's crazy. You know who my favorite band to see live?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes, it's just so classical and so mellow. No, I think my top favorite show seeing live was Bloodhound Gang.
I am super jealous because I've got a list of like 3 or 4 bands left that I haven't seen, and they are one of them. And they only tour overseas now.
Dude, it's crazy because like this was when Limp Bizkit was kind of big, and they all came out as Fred Durst, like hats backwards. And Jimmy Pop had like this big long hot dog. It was hilarious.
Wait, what did he do with the hot dog?
He just deep throated it.
The last thing I seen Evil Jared, the bassist, was like they kept getting kicked out of like Germany or Switzerland or somewhere. They were like pissing on security guards and shit, or they pissed on the flag or something.
Yeah, real quick. Well, this is past concerts. I'm looking at they're trying to find their touring dates. It don't look like they have anything going on right
now. No, and I sent them an email to use their music, but I never heard back. I can't even find like merchandise.
They don't, no tickets on sale. It kind of makes you wonder if maybe they still play, right?
Their last album's only like a year old.
Yeah, but a lot could happen in a year. I mean, if they had a lot of issues, right?
That's very true. And it seemed like they were only big overseas. And like I said, they were getting fucking banned left and right.
I can buy Bloodhound Gang shirts for $20. Better than Big Baller Brand. Let me go home here. I'm looking. Yeah, you go to Bloodhound Gang. It's their website. Stuff to buy. What? No, I need to go to Bloodhound Gang. Hold on. Bloodhound, yeah, right here. It goes straight, like there's nothing else. It's just t-shirts and merch. Like, wow. Welcome visitor. Dude. I don't know. Like, I would love for him to come back to Indy.
They gotta tour one more time in the States, man.
here's the thing. Do you think they get a lot of flack because they were kind of like that 90s band?
Sure, but I mean, I just went and seen Marcy Playground, so I mean,
Sure, yeah, I know, but I guess what I'm saying is, they're not very. I don't want to use the word well known, but dude, their last Facebook post was December 18th, 2015.
holy shit.
Holy
shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It might be no more.
We're going to have to get to the bottom of that. We'll have to do some detective work.
I think they're a big enough underground band that everybody from they're not going to sell out a giant arena. Here's what their Wikipedia, I know it's Wikipedia, but it says the Bloodhound Gang is an American rock band. And a lot of times they'll say was or were formerly.
I just like their website. I get it, but just to their merch categories, I can get. Like I hit home and it's right to their T-shirts. Now, if I go to categories, I can get buttons, CDs, hats, limited editions, posters. Like I almost want to buy a shirt. And they'll be like, "Oh wait, someone's buying our shit."
So check this out. You just bear with me here. So Jared Hasselhoff, their bassist, was seen urinating on the flag of Ukraine while on stage during a show in Kiev. Incident drew outrage from politicians, and the band faced criminal charges of hooliganism. Days later, after the stunt involving the Russian flag, Hasselhoff stuffed the flag down the front of his pants and pulled it out the back in Anapa, Russia. And then their shows got canceled. Then they got assaulted at the airport, pelted with eggs and rotten tomatoes. And people were trampled the flag of the United States. And the investigative committee of Russia was ready to file criminal charges. And then they got the fuck out of Russia. That's a lot.
Yeah. So they might be laying low right now.
Lay low.
That's the way to do it. I mean,
What was the guy's name on Semi-Pro, dude? Oh my god, it was like Jinx or something, or fucking Dukes, the guy to make the full court shot or whatever. To get the money, Dukes. He's like, Dukes, what do you do for a living? He's like, he's like, cool, laying low.
Well, I was gonna see if I could find it.
Laying low. Dukes. Want a giant check that says.
It's 2 minutes long. Do we want to listen to it? Let's listen to it, right?
Sure.
No, you don't seem enthused to listen to it.
No, I think we do it.
I mean, there's an ad, so we'll just wait here for 5 seconds so we can, and we're gonna.
Bavarian. You're gonna drink a beer, might as well make it Bush Bavarian. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome this man who's going to attempt the impossible, the $10,000 free throw from the other side of the court, the moonshot.
Right on.
All right, tell everybody what's your name.
Dukes.
All right, Dukes. Dukes, where are you from?
Flint, Michigan. And I never missed a game. Woo!
Homegrown! Dukes is homegrown. I think you're on a little something that's homegrown, maybe. We're having fun. Dukes, what do you do for a living?
Nothing right now.
Okay. Laying low. Woo! Dukes is excited. So am I. Come on. Let's go, people. Let's get it going. Cheer this guy on as he prepares for the impossible.
Well, we've got an especially dirty hippie here down on the court trying to sink an impossible shot.
This is human drama at its best. Just focusing, taking a moment to concentrate. That's okay. Concentrate all you want. Come on, Dukes! Father Patty stepped on the line. He stepped on.
No, it was legal.
No, he stepped on the line. You were looking at it. Come on.
Jackie, he made the shot.
Who the hell has $10,000?
Relax. The beer company will pay him.
We're not really a sponsor. Just sounded professional.
Look at this guy, so hopped up.
That's what we need to start doing.
Hey, real quick, there's a guy just shared our post about the NBA ABA merger, which was a good post that took off. He said this is a classic, fabulous post. And there are those who will say that the NBA was saved when Magic and Larry and then Michael joined the league. I would argue, and these statistics prove the league was saved when it expanded with the ABA teams. And there was already like a naysayer when I posted that about the ABA NBA merger. I was going to put my true feelings on it, that I think it helped the ABA or the NBA. The ABA was such a fun league with the 3-point shot and the multicolored ball and fucking high flyers, a fast game, aggressive defense, and it just wasn't financially stable. And the NBA was. But for anybody who truly loves basketball, the ABA in the early 70s till they folded in 76 was the better, more exciting league. It didn't have Bill Russell and it didn't have huge stars, but I mean, Dr. J, George McGinnis, I mean, these Artis Gilmore, Rick Barry played for the Oakland Oaks for a season. There's some awesome talent, and the NBA should recognize the ABA stats as well.
You think they ever will?
I don't think so, or they would have already done it, but it was something that should have been done a long time ago. It would take Dr. J's all-time point total up over 30,000. I know that.
Yeah, I mean...
So thanks for sharing that too, dude, if you're out there.
It's too far past for that. What? I was just asking. I mean, you know what I mean? They can't really bring him in now, can they?
No, it would. They would have done it already. So yeah, I said my piece. I really do feel like the ABA was such a good thing for basketball.
I've never really went on YouTube seeing if I could watch any of the ABA games. Maybe I should.
Yeah. Sunday at 7:00 I posted it's a little long, it's 5 or 6 minutes, but it's kind of talks about the merger and just a lot of coaches came out of there. A lot of players went on to be coaches. It just
really,
yeah. I mean, we've had 105 shares on that post, and it's over 9,000 people and 58 comments. And it's good to know there's some true lovers of basketball out there.
Yeah, no, that is awesome.
Flint Tropics.
Okay, before we went serious, I about played I believe the clip where Jackie Booth threatens to kill the father's kids and family. But I figured I shouldn't.
Hey, it's your show, man.
It's our show. So that might be something off the air.
All right.
Well, I mean, you ready to jam out?
Yeah, I've said my piece. Another great show. 2 hours in.
Oh man, it's crazy. I tell you what. You want to, because you know how I am.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, you wanna introduce the band and jam out?
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
Be here next week. We may not go 2 hours, but you never know. We may go 5 hours. Who knows? But this is the Palatines with Mina Doesn't Know off the album Death from Below. Thanks, guys.